And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation. And as Coach Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything, from the way we practice to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotations. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the 1. Here's Giddey. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Brown. White covering. Jokic with his screen on White. To the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Jokic missing. Chicago has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Vucevic a screen on Porter. To the paint. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Jokic.
Hard to stop a powerful guy like Vucevic cold. He gets through the foul and gets it to go.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Oh, man. White took it away and then used his phenomenal end-to-end speed to finish it off. Nice play.
Murray finds Gordon. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Bulls. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Murray against Giddey. Knocks down the 10-footer.
Well, that just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is when he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Here's White going inside, and that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Giddey the pass to Levine. On the wing, Dosunmu. Scoreless thus far.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Zach LaVine. And Ball subbed in for Josh Giddey. And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Buzelis.
Second team foul. Checking into the game for your Bulls, number 44, Patrick Williams.
Pass to Strother. Now Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Over Ball. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Just so versatile. I mean, Westbrook can go to the hole, bring it back out for 3, or in that case, just rise and fire from mid-range.
Ball kicks to White. Strother grabs the miss. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Westbrook. 29 seconds left to play in the first. Taken away by Williams. Now here's Dosunmu, guarded by Porter. Williams passes to White. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Šarić. Here's Porter. No good with the layup. And that does it for the first quarter. Bulls lead by 4. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
So on the floor for Denver, Šarić is out there with Jokic. Then there's Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at the 2-guard spot. Watson's shot is good.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Watson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Horton Tucker's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Ball. Pass to Dosunmu. And here's Smith. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness.
And that time, Jokic having the play created for him. And he obliges with the bucket.
Screen by Smith. Here's Horton Tucker. Rebound by the Nuggets. Over to the left wing. Now, here's Watson, covered by Smith. And it's Westbrook missing. Chicago leading by 4. And you were just talking about this, Coach. Patrick Williams, a guy with loads of potential.
Yeah, Kevin, he's had to deal with a lot of injuries here early in his career. Sometimes he tends to disappear in games. But when he's got it going, this guy has a chance to be a really good 3-and-D player.
It'll be fun to see where he takes his game. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic kicks to Westbrook. Šarić has the open look. A three-pointer, no good. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Back to Horton Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Dosunmu. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. The shot's good from Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Out to the wing. Jokic against Smith. Now, here's Jokic. Guarded closer. Smith with the defensive effort.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Williams a screen. Here's Horton Tucker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Down low, here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
And the defense should know Westbrook will not back down. He goes right into the defender and gets a chance for an and one.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Dean comes in for Horton Tucker. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He wants to talk to his guys. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Russell Westbrook. 1:04 left in the first half of basketball. Murray surveying the D. Left side, Gordon. Shot from the low block. Just 3 to shoot. Releases from 15. Rebound by Williams.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by White. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Porter. Murray against Giddey.
And he just kept working. Giddey felt the whistle coming and able to finish the play.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
2 shots.
That free throw good from Giddey.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And both free throws good for Giddey. Now Murray. Puts up a deep 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Bulls up 9. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Looking at the Bulls, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low,
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Denver Nuggets.
Well, they had a tough half.
And that is a wrap.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, you have to like what we're seeing from Kobe White.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
The guard set is Giddey and White. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And we thank you for the report.
Giddey making the defenders look like they're on ice.
Murray against Giddey. To the middle. Porter inside. Back to Murray. 5 on the clock. A 3-ball. Here's Gordon. Rebound by Williams.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And it's White missing. The Nuggets trail by 7. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, he was showing some toughness on that finish. Porter Jr. just shrugging off the contact.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Here's Jokic, falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Now just a 3-point Chicago lead. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Denver making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Jokic is 3rd.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Outside, White. Back to Giddey. Denver grabs the miss. Gordon dishes to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Things getting physical, but Jokic hammers it out and wins.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
With 3, LaVine, good on the 3-point shot. LaVine's got his second basket of the night.
Well, they know LaVine can knock that down. The defense has to do a better job of running him off the line.
Back to Murray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 10 points for Jamal Murray. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
For the lead, a 3-pointer is right on target. Murray's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
White looking around. On the wing, Giddey. Pass to LaVine. Over Porter. LaVine can't hit.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Williams passes to White. And here is Giddey. He's covered by Murray. Williams sends a screen for LaVine. They can't stop the run with that one. The Nuggets leading by 3. Murray outside. Pass to Gordon. Outside Porter. Now here's Jokic. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we'll be right back after this. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, and I think he's on point on this one.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Nikola Jokic. Aiden Watson is out there with Saric. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Strawther in at shooting guard. Ball with a wide open look. Bangs home the trifecta. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
And that one's good. Strawther.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Watson. Horton Tucker with it. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. The 10-footer. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Chicago making a switch here. Bruce Ellis has checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Murray's checked in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Back to Smith. There's Ball with the 3. And the Bulls with another miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Chicago ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Bulls trail by 7. Outside, White. Levine kicks to Williams. And it's Denver with the rebound. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Brown. Porter against Levine. Murray right side. In the corner, it's Gordon. Knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 10-point Denver lead.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. It's time to finish the game strong.
Giving this team size out of the backcourt. Levine has enough strength to convert there through the contact.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Well, you love to have a shooter like LaVine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
Now here's Murray. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 4 on the clock. Lets it go. Chicago grabs the miss. Pass to Williams. Here's Vucevic. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Kobe White.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Free throw, no good. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Pass to Jokic. Throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Well, in a league of huge guys, Jokic's size stands out. He is a problem.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. And with that, the Denver lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from LaVine.
Well, he might be a bit wiry, but LaVine has the strength to take a bump and finish at the rim.
Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. They set the screen. Releases from 15, and it's Denver scoring again.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Denver.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Jokic.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron. Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Vucevic. Jokic with the bucket. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Aaron, big night offensively. What is clicking for everyone right now?
We're just moving the ball. We're moving the ball. And that's a big part of our offense, making sure the ball doesn't stick and then people making shots.
It was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David.
The NBA on 2K Sports. presenting an exciting Monday night game. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty, Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And a look at the stats for Cade Cunningham.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey is out there with Eric Gordon. Then there's Paul George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Yabusele in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real. This is Hardaway's game, a quick trigger shooter who wants to score as often as possible.
Here's Yabusele. Pass to Gordon from behind the arc. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Cunningham. A top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest. Duren to the post. And here's Harris outside. And the Pistons, another 3.
Boy, this is something that Harris has really enhanced in his game over time. Hard work, paying dividends.
Maxey, that's good.
And despite...
And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to and opening day. Here for both of these teams, Brent Barry, the fans are full of optimism.
Well, the seeds have been planted in the offseason, Kevin. What's about to bloom for these franchises as the year goes on? I mean, lots of movement around the league, but it's about the growth of your favorite team and watching these storylines play out as teams march towards the playoffs. A long ways away, but tonight's where it starts.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Embiid. That one's in, his first shot this game.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Cunningham outside. High, arcing shot. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. Here's McCain. Ivey defending. Maxey looking it over. From downtown. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Now, Maxey following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. George. Detroit with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Harris outside. Pass to Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid. Brent, we talk about guys on the brink of stardom. Cade Cunningham is right there.
Yeah, the two areas you'd love to see Cade improve on is just taking better shots and making plays for others. He has that instinctually, Kevin, as a point guard at his size. But as his team grows, the appreciation for what Cade Cunningham can do on the floor, that will grow too.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
And that one's good, Maxey.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Harris. He is definitely not pleased how he played against Orlando. Here's Ivey. That one, no good. George with the defensive effort. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Fires from 18. It's hauled in by Harris.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
The shot by Ivey, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him. We have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Tobias Harris. Hardaway comes in for Asar Thompson. Beasley's checked in for Ivey. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cunningham. Now, here's Duren. Still without a basket. Back to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Isaiah Stewart rocking the rim.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Great 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
And so it's Detroit with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Stewart with the screen on Martin. Stewart against Martin. They double him with Drummond. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Detroit now. Shot clock at 5. Stewart finds Hardaway. Here's Duren. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
This is why Duren shoots such a high percentage. He picks those smart shots within his range.
To the inside. And finished off by Oubre.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Martin against Hardaway. Pass to Sasser. It's good from long range.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. There's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Marcus Sasser is out there with Malik Beasley. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Thompson in at the 4-man position. Now here's Hardaway. No scoring in this one. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Quite simply, Isaiah Stewart is a force.
The 76ers trail. Here's Doughton. Pass to Embiid. It's on target from the high post. Embiid's got 6 points.
And Embiid practices these shots all the time, which is why he's so good from this area.
Stewart with it. Hardaway sets a screen for Thompson. Takes it inside. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Now, here's Thompson after the miss from Joel Embiid. Stewart with the screen on Martin. Hardaway with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Teardrop shot. Hardaway, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. That one falls. And the 76ers lead by 1.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Oh, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Harris is checked in for Thompson. And it's Cunningham in for Marcus Sasser. Cunningham. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one. Embiid is at the elbow. Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
For the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Magic. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, really is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Here's Harris. It's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. The 76ers leading by 3. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Martin with a screen on Hardaway. Here's McCain. And he makes good on the layup. McCain's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Hardaway against Martin. Outside Hardaway. Beasley sets a screen for Hardaway. Over Martin. Hardaway, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to McCain. Embiid is at the elbow. Oubre with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, something the Detroit Pistons unit does so well is push the pace in their game.
Yeah, you love to lean into young players and that vibrant athleticism, but you also have to understand that playing fast comes with quick decision making, and sometimes those don't always go hand in hand. The experience that these guys will have in their growth together and how soon it is that they realize they can help each other, it's going to push them places faster and further than they even realize.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Paul George is checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Caleb Martin.
And the confidence growing from this young guard, Cunningham, dropping in the jumper.
Oubre outside. Maxey against Cunningham. The tray. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 6.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Here's Cunningham, and Detroit again with the bucket.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Philadelphia ahead, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. And I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Back to the center court and get ready for the fan.
Welcome. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty...
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Pistons.
They're not showing.
And that about wraps it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Embiid is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Maxey. Then it's George. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. And when it comes to Jalen Duren, Brent, is it fair to say some teams regretted not drafting him?
Well, maybe a handful, Kevin. I mean, there's a particular way that you want to play or use that position with how you get out there offensively. Jalen is a proven big. This guy is physical, strong, and can rebound and gives you a different presence on the inside.
Here's the screen. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside. Maxey's got 9 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Inside, it's deflected. Maxey against Cunningham. Driving in, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The 76ers third.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. To the inside. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
A strong finisher at the rim. That's Jalen Duren.
And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Shot from 16. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead. Outside, Maxey. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Calvin Saleh, no good from outside. Pistons trailed by 3, and Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. There's 1:40 left to play in the third. Banked in off the glass. Ivy's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Shoots over Duren. Physical play by Embiid inside.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Cunningham inside. He's covered by Maxey. And the rejection by Embiid. Pass to McCain. George, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, not known for his passing, but Harris is pretty prudent there with the ball. Not a lot of careless turnovers from him.
Pass to McCain. There's a good screen. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Shoots. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. McCain's got 6. Pistons trail by 3. And here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He ends up trying. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, they've got Marcus Sasser, also Malik Beasley out there, Isaiah Stewart out there with Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Klintman in at the power forward. For 3, Oubre, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Pass to Hardaway. Stewart with the screen on Martin. Here's Hardaway. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Throws it up high. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Sasser, guarded by Jackson. Here's Klintman. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up. And, boy, have they.
You probably have to touch on as well that tonight their penetration has been awesome. I mean, they put force on this game, attacking off the bounce, and a willingness to do that has paid off.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Marcus Sasser. Down low, here's Embiid. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham looking it over. Front past the arc. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Pass to McCain. To the paint. Left side, Martin. 4 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. McCain's shot is off. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Hardaway, and the layup's good off the glass.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. Paul George comes in for Martin. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. Embiid with the screen on Thompson. It's stolen by Duren. Now Detroit moving it up. Poked away.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Another miss by Philadelphia. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
I like how simple they are just keeping things on offense. I mean, the mid-range area has been made available, and boy, are they taking advantage.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Here's McCain. Ivy defending. Basket counts. McCain's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Out to Thompson. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Duren. That one is good from Joel Embiid. And the 76ers lead by 2. Ivy with it. Cunningham with it. He's covered by Maxey. And they double up Cunningham. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Maxey. To the middle. Pass to Yabusele. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Harris, bounce pass. And they double up Cunningham. Right between the eyes.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. And here's George for three. Buries the triple.
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks very much, Joel. Quality night offensively. How do you evaluate your performance?
Efficiency-wise, I've been struggling a little bit lately, so, this game was about just letting the game come to me. And I felt like I did. My teammates found me. We got through it. We got the win. That's the most important thing.
Winning ugly is better than losing pretty, right? Congrats. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew.
Coming up next, the Hornets taking on the Knicks. For Charlotte, they're hungry to start the season off right. Opening night wins are extra sweet. Knicks, Hornets, up next. Welcome to 2K. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
Well, you know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason payoff.
And here's the starting group for the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Brunson on the drive. He gets it in there.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Ball. Three-pointer, no good. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Charles Lee. Allie, what do you have to offer?
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
The big challenge for the Hornets in recent years has been just staying healthy, Doris.
You're right, BA, and I think that's the extra frustrating part because there are some quality young pieces in the city and for the organization. You know that old expression, the best ability is availability.
Now here's Bridges. Martin outside. Pass the ball. 5 to shoot. The shake. And he lays it in. Ball's got 5.
With the size he brings to the guard position, you love to see LaMelo assert himself down low.
Hard with it. Back to Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. Towns on a screen. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the basket by Bridges.
Well, Mikal Bridges has done a lot of damage from that exact spot in his career. The corner 3 is for me, he says.
Now here's Ball. He's got 5. Miller outside. Pass the ball. 3-pointer. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in New York.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Back to Ball. Williams against Towns. 3-pointer, Bridges. The Knicks with the rebound.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Well, Doris, since he was traded out of Phoenix, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have skyrocketed. Why is that?
Well, number one, he's worked hard to develop his skill on the offensive end. He came in as a 3-and-D guy, but what he's proven is he can handle the basketball, he can initiate action. You love the work ethic that went into that. Yeah, what a beautiful move from Jalen Brunson. Frees himself for an opportunity to put the ball in the basket.
Williams, a screen on Bridges. Ball against Brunson. Ball into the lane. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
And the Knicks making a change here. Achua's checked in for Hart. Ryan comes in for Anunoby. McBride, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the Hornets making a change here. Green is checked in. McBride. Okogie pulls down the board.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
And that one's good, man.
Love to see the unselfishness of Miles Bridges. Just another guy has a better shot. He's ready to move that basketball.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Achua. Pulls it from the corner. The rebound by Bridges. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Williams. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 6. For 3. The Knicks pull it in. Outside McBride. To the inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
They've got Taj Gibson. LaMelo Ball is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's Williams in at the power forward position. That's the Hornets 5. Pass to Ball. Back to Mann. It's hauled in by Robinson. After having trailed for a while, they could retake the lead.
Nice effort to battle back and put themselves in this position.
Now here's Achua. Still no points. Brunson with it. Shoots over Ball. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The hard work that Brunson has put in over the years, it really shows in his game, Doris.
I'd say this about Jalen Brunson. As his coach likes to say, he may not pass the eye test, but he passes the win test. Unbelievable footwork, fundamentals, and a clutch gene. Love Jalen Brunson's game.
Diabate's checked in for Gibson. And a switch here also for New York. Shamit's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of change for this Hornets organization. New ownership, a new front office, a new head coach, some exciting new talent. They're renovating the arena and building a new practice facility. Other than that, not much has changed. BA?
Business as usual, Allie. Thanks. Robinson. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Ball. Misfires there. 4 for 6 in the game now. And the Knicks shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Back to Okogie. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Williams from long range. It's rebounded by New York.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Brunson passes to McBride. Down low. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And will have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
New York making a switch here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for McBride. And it's Bridges in for Shamet. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, you have to be willing to take what the defender gives you. LaMelo Ball gets into that mid-range, makes the defender pay.
Here's Bridges. Miller pulls it in. The Hornets have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Over Brunson. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Miller's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Boy, you just see the mid-range confidence for Brandon Miller. That's a huge part of his development.
Towns a screen on Miller. Here's Bridges. Williams grabs the board. The Hornets have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Miller. 1:25 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Ball. And another basket for Charlotte.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges, and reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together. They hope to replicate that success at this level, and now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move. Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Anunoby. He's scoreless. Towns a screen on Miller. Bridges against Miller. Shot from 12. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Sometimes the mid-range is your best opportunity. Bridges more than willing to make that shot work.
Miller outside. Pass to Bridges. Brunson against Ball. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Jalen Brunson picks one up.
Yeah, you love how LaMelo uses the contact to get to the line. This guy's IQ on the offensive end is something else.
And so Ball nails both of them.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Towns. Misses with the fallback J. LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
At the defensive end, I'm not seeing disruption. I don't mean just forced turnovers. I mean taking the offense out of the rhythm.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at. Thanks for tuning in.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Knicks trail by 3. On the floor for New York. They've got Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Pass to Towns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Towns has got 7 points.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Bridges against Hart. Now Ball. 17 points in the game. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Some solid defense from Williams. The Hornets with a lead. Here's Bridges. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
That's good from Bridges. And in recent seasons, Grant, almost no team's been hit by the injury bug as much as the Hornets.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, you wonder what they could have done if they'd stayed healthy. They built the team around key players, and those guys have just missed a lot of time.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, heartbreaking for a player. But consider, he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
Now here's Martin. No points so far. Miller outside, tries the spin move. Back to Bridges. The 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson looks it over. Over Ball. And that one's good for Brunson. Brunson's got 10.
Yeah, we talk about having a high shot IQ. Jalen Brunson doesn't force shots. You want to concede the mid-range jumper, he's more than content to take it.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Man, he's checked in for Martin. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Pass the ball. Back to Miller on the wing man. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Towns outside. Outside Hart. Towns passes to Hart. Counted and the foul. It's on Brandon Miller.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Doris, it's hard to believe the Knicks title drought has gone on for over 50 years now.
Oh, that fan base is just dying for an opportunity to win the championship. And here's the thing, B.A., what I love about that fan base, through all the years where the Knicks struggled, on any given night, that building is as electric as any in the league.
Now here's Towns. He has 7. Pass to Brunson. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
Outside man. Now Ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Ball's got 22 points.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight, almost impossible.
Bridges outside. Screen by Robinson. Bridges down low. He's guarded by man. Here's Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
Jalen Brunson right now attacking without hesitation. His foot is on the gas pedal.
Bridges outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Bridges. Towns can't get it to go. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Yes, sir. LaMelo Ball has handles, folks. He can get where he wants to on the floor. What a move.
Outside Brunson. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
The Hornets have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Brunson against Ball. Six to shoot. Count that bucket. Ball's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for Charlotte, totaling 26 points and showing no signs of letting up anytime soon. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Josh Okogie. Ball is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Williams, and it's Salon in at the 4 slot. That's the Hornets 5.
LaMelo Ball, a guy who is so unique in terms of his frame and the game, but boy, the potential is limitless.
Gibson's checked in for Charlotte, and given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage at his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
A nice shot by McBride.
How about that well-timed drop-off? Jalen Brunson just knows where to put the basketball.
Now here's Mann. Pass the ball. The baseline J is on the way, and it's New York with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Boy, it's been a grinder, a back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Now here's Mann. Takes one from 10 feet. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Payne against Ball. Achua with a screen. Here's McBride. And a miss there on the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Ball sticks the 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
And we'll have a timeout called by Tom Thibodeau. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Mark Williams, he's checked in for Gibson. Miles Bridges comes in for Williams. Martin, he's checked in for Okogie. And Brandon Miller subbed in for Mann. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Achua. OG Anunoby's checked in for McBride. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Payne. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. guys expect the pace to pick up.
And Allie, thanks. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. That's good from Bridges.
You know, the talent, the strength, the athleticism is all there for Miles Bridges. This guy can put up monster numbers on the offensive end.
Now here's Hart. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Count it.
Now LaMelo Ball relishes these moments. That young man has no fear.
Outside Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. The three is up. No luck on that one. Hornets leading by 5. Bridges outside. Back to Martin. And here's Miller. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Brunson with it. He's guarded by Martin. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Brunson on the drive. Counted. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And Ball gets it to go. And the Hornets lead by 5.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The shot by Towns, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time, this guy's going to finish that. But that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Williams finds Miller. And here is Williams. Covered by Towns. Here's Ball. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Trailing by 5. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And that one's good.
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Now here's Ball. Offline with a 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Brunson outside. Williams grabs the board.
And you know they were praying for that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And here's Ball. Clock at 4. Over Brunson. Charlotte, no good that time either. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And the Knicks call time here. 1 second left in the fourth quarter here. All right, guys, what do you think?
Now, it's an opportunity for a teaching moment. I'm sure Coach will waste no time making his points.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so it's Charlotte winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game.
Oh, who say does that?
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for... How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Watford out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Thomas, and it's Russell in at the point. Here's Yabusele, and he dunks it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Russell against Maxey. In the corner, it's Watford. Back to Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. No good on the triple. Inside, here's Maxey. Softly drops in the floater.
Maxey showing off the handles.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
And while Embiid was on record praising the importance of continuity, I don't know that, Richard, the 76ers front office felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. What you say out loud versus your actions can be very, very different in this game. When you have a chance to go big game hunting, you do. The goal was to bring in some help for Embiid and Maxey, and they accomplished it.
To the inside. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. George looking over the floor. Takes a three. Cranes the three-pointer.
Oh,
and pull from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Outside Thomas. From 15 feet away, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. George has got 5 now.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
The Nets making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Now, here is Russell. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Claxton against Embiid. Pass to Bogdanovich. Takes the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much.
And look who had that answer ready. Thomas responds with one of his own.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
And here is Thomas, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Russell, no luck. The 76ers leading by 4. Nobody near George. No good with the triple. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Back to Russell. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. No good on the 3. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Russell with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Thomas goes in. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection. Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous.
Pass to Maxey. Lets a floater go. Headshot off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers ahead, up 4. And the second quarter will be on. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Then it's Martin. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Doughton in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Outside, Martin wants to get it to Oubre and does. Martin the pass to Embiid. Over Sharp. Rebound by Williams. Nets trail by 4. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Melton against Jackson. Pass to Embiid. Down low. Martin kicks to Oubre. Here's Embiid. Oh, muscling it home. Embiid.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Bogdanovich against Martin. Bogdanovich passes to Sharp. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And that game against Houston, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Simmons checked in for Brooklyn. Good on the bucket. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for Philadelphia.
A gifted interior scorer. When Embiid establishes himself down there, he is almost automatic.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Simmons.
Cameron Thomas.
76ers on defense. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Melton finds Thomas. Floats one up. Right wing. Outside Bogdanovich. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Paul George, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. And Maxey subbed in for Kelly Oubre. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games. No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
And George kicks to Yabusele. Pass to Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Melton. Maxey, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that guy when he's shooting it from deep. Bogdanovich looks good every time it leaves his hands.
Back to Maxey. From 7. A rebound by the Nets. 1:46 left to play here in the half. Bogdanovich finds Thomas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
McCain, another miss by Philadelphia. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Melton. Outside Williams. To the wing right side. 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Melton, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Embiid against Claxton. Now here's Embiid. He's covered closely. Over Claxton. Embiid, no good. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Melton. A beautiful reverse layup. Melton's got 4 points now in the quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to McCain. Embiid with the screen on Thomas. Now George. They need this one. Good on the jump shot. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. 76ers lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
They come. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans. Thank you for being with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. Cam Thomas is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Watford in at the power forward. And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Johnson, the pass to Russell. From deep three-point territory. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey looking it over. Here's Yabusele. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Pass to Thomas. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 4 assists now tonight.
In constant motion off ball, Thomas finds a soft spot and trusts the ball will find him back.
Here's Embiid. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Watford finds Claxton. Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Unable to get that one. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks. Oubre's checked in for Paul George. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
Maxey pitch to Embiid. Pass to Maxey. With some arc, the rebound by Watford.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Russell dishes to Thomas. Inside, and Claxton throws it down.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there. That's the right choice.
The 76ers lead. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Yabusele. Embiid the screen. Here he goes. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And a chance to check out Joel Embiid here. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 34 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. Williams comes in for Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Russell. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Caleb Martin comes in for Yabusele. Sharp's checked in for the Nets. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Kicks it out to Johnson. Sharp with the screen on Martin. Shoots from the baseline. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Johnson.
Going to work in the mid-range. This is how confident Johnson is from this area.
Here's McCain. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Drummond missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets to the paint. Feeds away. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And Bogdanovich, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Here's McCain. He's guarded by Williams. Left side, Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, talk about a guy who can completely take over. Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, I love his energy. I love his focus. I love his love for the game. He is relentless. What's amazing is that there's still so much upside there, Kevin.
And the 76ers making a change here. Martin's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Simmons checked in for Johnson. 36 seconds left in the third. Melton passes to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton. Melton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Simmons against Maxey. Drummond with a screen on Simmons. They get the rebound. He's off from 3. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Brooklyn ahead. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Brooklyn leading by 3. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Lowry out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Martin in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lowry kicks to Oubre. Embiid sets the pick for Martin to the inside. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Defense looks helpless against Embiid on that slam. He's just too physical.
Nets shooting really well. 54% from the floor. Melton passes to Simmons. Back to Melton. Simmons inside. Now recovering. Bogdanovich wide open. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. And the Nets lead by 4. Lowry against Simmons. Oubre up top. Back to Embiid. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Bogdanovich sets the pick for Simmons. Outside, Bogdanovich. Misses the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Oubre, and it goes down 2 points. Oubre's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And Simmons kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to Melton. A three. Cans it from downtown.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he's not happy with the perimeter defense. He told them we have to hustle more out to the three-point line because they look real comfortable out there now. I want you contesting every three they put up. We'll see if that intensity increases on D, guys.
Thank you, David. Right side, Thomas. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Over Claxton. Outside for George. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Embiid sets the pick for George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I-C-E. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Right side, Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Maxey hits them both.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Outside Thomas. It's a floater. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's the first, and that gives them the lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Pass to Embiid. Over Claxton. Outside for George. Outside, Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey to take the lead. Hits it from three-point range. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
Outside Thomas. Rebound by the 76ers.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Thomas. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
They needed that bucket, and Thomas is demonstrating some leadership, helping them get it.
Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Maxey against Russell. Here's George. It's good!
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. 27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. And McCain pulls it down. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
At the line for 2, McCain.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Eager to prove he can carry the load, Thomas comes up big in the clutch.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. 3-pointer is a must.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
So the 76ers win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, in the past, you've had some critics, and you haven't run away from that. So what are you looking to prove out there?
Just being dominant, so I want, every time people hear my name, I want them to know that I'm a dominant player.
That was certainly the case tonight, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visit.
What's not to love about opening day, Graham? Every team with an equal chance to do something special.
Oh, B.A., that's the way these teams look at it. Regardless how your previous season went, you have a chance to do something special, something great. Time to start fresh and build on that optimism.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller pair up as the backcourt. Cody Martin is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Williams in at the 5. Now here's Barrett. Against Atlanta, he was really on his game. Barnes passes to Dick quickly outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Barrett from the arc. Williams grabs the board. And here's Charlotte. And here's Martin. Guarded by Barrett. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Quickly. Ball with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
Boy, he's an incredible ball handler at 6'7". LaMelo can get space for his shot practically anytime he wants to.
Ball against Barrett. Spins. Scores off the spin.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Ball passes to Martin. Miller on the wing. Back to Martin. Outside, Williams. Pass to Ball. Jacks up a 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard him.
Barnes in the post. He's against Bridges. Barnes, no good. The Hornets have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Oh my! Throw it down!
Wow! That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Mitchell's checked in for Dick. All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. Number 1, the Raptors.
If this team had a chance to push it last season, they did. The best fast break team in the league.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Barrett finds quickly. Now here's Barnes. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Don't see that a ton from Barnes. I mean, he's showing he can really get rid of it.
And during the first few seasons of Emmanuel Quickley's career, he was seen primarily as a scorer, Greg.
Yes, but recently has blossomed into a more versatile threat. The leap we've seen in his passing has been especially impressive. He's a player to watch out for moving forward. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. The Hornets making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Bridges outside. Pirtle with the block.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Oh, had a nice open look right there.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Martin, the pass to man. Martin with a screen on Barrett. Bridges, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away. Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Now here's man. Pass to Martin. Here's Bridges. Back to Martin. Bridges outside. Williams a screen on quickly. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. It's stolen by Pirtle. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And they get it back. Outside Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance effort. A shot, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Charlotte on top. They're up by 1. Let's take a... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
On the floor for Charlotte, we've got Grant Williams. Ball is out there with Trey Mann. Then it's Taj Gibson, and it's Okogie in at the small forward position.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Well, with the Hornets, they're still seeking their first NBA title, Clark.
Yep, and you think about all the talent that's come through the Queen City, B.A., playoff success has eluded them. I mean, hopefully it's just a matter of time before their fans have something to cheer about.
Here's Mobo. He's guarded by man. Here's the pick. From deep, Mitchell. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, did a really good job of throwing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they performed. And it paid off.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Number 31, Tijan Salah.
Abaji, pass to Boucher. Back to Mitchell. There's a screen from deep. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Ball against Mitchell. Ball no good. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Dick, the pass to Abaji, and out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
And one of the problems they had, stretching out the D. They didn't have the shooters. They were impatient. It's something they vowed to fix going forward.
Brown, he's checked in for Dick. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Okogie. Outside man. Back to ball. Outside, Williams. Pass to man. Miller, a screen on Brown. Clock at 6. Miller outside. Launches a 3. Williams from long range. Called in by Brown. Toronto has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Grant Williams, a bit of a jack-of-all-trades, Clark. He always provides a spark.
Yeah, he's an ideal guy to have in your rotation, whether he's starting or coming off the bench, because he gives you a lot of positive production at both ends, and he can get under the skin of the opponent, too, which isn't always a bad thing. Gives you everything he has and fits in nicely with whatever role you give him.
Ball taking his time here. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. In the middle of his 3rd year in the league, Clark, Tre Mann was traded out of OKC.
Yeah, that team was so deep, that Thunder team, B.A. It was hard for Mann to find playing time, and now he's got a chance to play more with the expanded minutes. He's shown you that he can get it done at both ends.
Miles Bridges checked in for Charlotte. Hurdle against Williams. Pass to Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Bridges. Barnes passes to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I like Pirtle's ability to quickly move to the hoop after the screen. Again, speaks to his mobility.
And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Outside, Williams. It's stolen by Pirtle. Brown against Bridges.
You've got to admire and appreciate Bruce Brown's utility. I mean, you can slot him in anywhere, multiple positions. He's going to find a way to have a positive impact on the game.
Well, Grant, the Raptors are in the middle of a rebuild and are looking to establish an identity here.
Yeah, they've got some solid young pieces, specifically Scotty Barnes. They just need more experience and some time in order to learn what it takes to win at this level.
Martin, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. Miller, the pass to Williams. Over Pirtle. Another shot. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 8.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Quickly finds Pirtle. Now Brown, guarded by Miller. Pass to Barrett. The floater. The shot's good.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Man with it. And here is Williams. Miller, the pass to Man. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Kept alive. Misses in close. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Hornets out in front, leading by a point. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey everybody, with plenty of action going on right now, let's get you up to date on the latest. It's the Orlando Magic. Time running short as they're down 9 in the fourth quarter. And now looking at the Hornets, a very close game so far.
Love that they're taking high percentage shots, and it hasn't been easy for them.
Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Mark Williams, what a contribution.
And he was a beast on the offensive glass in that first half. How can they slow him down?
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The Hornets with a lead. Pass to Bridges. Releases from 15. Can't hit that one.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you. Bridges outside. Back to Ball. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Quickly. Outside Dick. Picked by Pirtle. Dick, the pass to Pirtle. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now Ball. LaMelo working inside.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside Dick. Pass to Barrett. The 3 from Quickly. Ball with the rebound.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
And the creative LaMelo Ball. Anytime he touches the rock, Clark, you expect a highlight reel play. How fun is he?
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to watch. He's so uber creative. And he's got a flash and a flair to his game. But he's highly skilled and fundamentally sound, too. That's the one part that sometimes can be lost amidst all the flash. He's a fun guy to watch hoop. That's for sure.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, B.A. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
And Charlotte making a change here. Mann's checked in. Back to Ball. From down in the low post, it goes. Ball's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Quickly against Ball. Oh, he picked him clean. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Picked by Pirtle. Just 4 to shoot. Barnes, no good. Hornets leading by 5. Pass to Mann. Back to Ball. Fires the 3. Ball cashes one in from distance.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it, because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. Abaji comes in for Barrett. Brown, he's checked in for Dick. And Mitchell's subbed in for Quickly. Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Okogie comes in for Ball.
Fighting for his shot. Barnes is well rewarded for his effort.
The recent years have been a bit of a struggle for the Hornets, Clark.
No doubt about it, B.A. I mean, they've dealt with injuries that have really been problematic and roster changes as well. I mean, very much a team in transition, trying to figure out who they are and what they can be. And it's hard to get things clicking when you're having changes in your roster compounded by injuries as well.
Miller outside, from outside the arc. Barnes with the rebound. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Into the lane. The layup off target. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Miller against Brown. Shoots from the baseline. Toronto grabs the miss. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Kicks it out to Barnes. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Barnes has got 12 points.
And this is why Barnes was the number 4 overall pick in the 2021 draft. His ceiling is high.
Nice shot by Okogie.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Barnes against Bridges. Now here's Barnes, guarded closely. Boucher a screen on Bridges. The 3 from Barnes. And the Raptors, another 3.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
We're at the end of the 3rd quarter, and we've still got a close one. Charlotte on top, up by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Every minute of
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Mann. And so in the game for the Hornets, Grant Williams out there with Josh Okogie. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Trey Mann. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Outside Mann. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Gibson. Lets it fly. Mann misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Abaji, pass to Mitchell. To take the lead. And it's good on the lay-in. Boy, it's been a grinder, back and forth all night.
Oh, 7 times the lead has changed. Neither team giving an inch.
Ball outside. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. He's off on the layup. Toronto has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Boucher outside. Pass to Abaji. Outside Mitchell. They set the pick. Lets the 3 fly. Okogie pulls down the board. Charlotte trailing. Now here's Ball. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the shot goes. Ball's got 9 points now in the second half.
He'll do that for you, too. Ball can go mid-range if he needs to.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So Toronto ends up going with a new group. So Charlotte going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Gibson. Miles Bridges comes in for Williams. Martin, he's checked in for Okogie. And Brandon Miller subbed in for Mann. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Martin. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's a 3-point Hornet lead.
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively. Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
3 from Barnes. Miller pulls it in. The Hornets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Bridges passes to Ball, and Grady Dick gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call. No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ball, a screen on Barnes. Ball against Quickly. Off with the layup. And so Quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Martin outside. Here's Williams. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals. And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Fires in the triple.
Talk about coming up big. Ball not shying away from these moments.
Barnes with a screen on Ball. Here's Quickly. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
That's the definition of clutch. Hitting the big-time shot on a bigger opponent. Really just shows you the toughness and determination this man has. Impressive.
And Williams punches it home.
I'll tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
Pass to Barrett. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Bridges outside. Here's Miller. Quickly with a rebound. Raptors trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Barnes. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Bridges. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. And Williams punches it home.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And so here is Toronto. Here's Dick. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
His second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Charlotte. Ball passes to Miller. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big. I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
We need you to get give it up once again for your Northside crew.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Quickly against Miller. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball outside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
That's his third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Hornets, LaMelo Ball. One shot.
And that one falls for Ball.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game, Mark Williams.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. All right, Brent, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up. And let's see these guys go at it.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Wallace against Dunn. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Leonard looking around. And Harden with the basket on the assist from Leonard.
Just simply creating offense. That's what James Harden is. He is the system.
We played just over a minute here in the first. We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard. Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. And the rejection by Zubac.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
To the middle, a jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Holmgren in the high post. Excellent defense there from Zubac.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Done outside. Harden with a screen on Wallace. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and that one is good from Zubac.
That's where you got to give Zubac the ball because he's good at capitalizing close to the bucket.
Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. In third, the Thunder.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And Shea putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Daigneault. Now, coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by Los Angeles. 2 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for George. And it's Alex Caruso in for Casey Wallace. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Harden scanning the floor. Money from the wing. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Hartenstein with a screen on Jones. Williams gets the bucket.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
Jones up top. 30 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And here's Harden for 3. Caruso grabs the miss. And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Hartenstein with the screen for Caruso. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. 7 seconds left in the first. A 3 from Leonard. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close it.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers lead by 2. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bones Hyland is out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Back to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Pass to Wiggins. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Hyland. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Wiggins.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Staying healthy and rested has been, Brent, a challenge for this Clippers team.
Well, of course, Kevin, this affects every team throughout the course of a long season. But, yeah, the Clippers have had a really tough time keeping their stars healthy. Their fans have been patient. Their ownership has been patient. But patience runs out. At some point, you want this team to have that full health and that full run to maybe get after one of those titles.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Kenrich Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Wallace subbed in for Alex Caruso. And it's Leonard missing. Oklahoma City trailing to the paint. And stolen by Leonard. Now the Clippers moving it up. Bowden with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Pass to Powell. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Back to Dunn. Jacks up a 3. And it's blocked by Wallace. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
Wallace dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Leonard.
Wow, the Claw doing what he does best, using that length on the defensive end.
Zubac against Holmgren. Here's Leonard, and the rejection by Holmgren. An even 3-on-3 break. The 11-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Puts it up from 15. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Harden's got 9 points.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden's so good at finding available space from that distance.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Thunder making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jones is checked in. 1:09 left in the second quarter. Dort finds Holmgren. Shoots over Zubac. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Dort. 58 seconds left in the first half. Harden against Wallace. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Dort. Caruso, a screen on Powell. Powell against Dort. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2. 6 points for Chet Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
From deep Harden. Dort grabs the miss. Thunder have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Pass to Holmgren. Wallace against Harden. Here's Holmgren. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Awesome. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end.
Yeah, they got to clamp down.
And now let's... And that's a halftime.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous Alexander out there with Wallace, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
At the line for 1.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent. Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Harden, that's good.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And now we get a chance to check out Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, coming off a terrific season. How about 30 points per game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds? And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Williams scanning the floor. Over Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, as a shooter, Williams is fairly flexible.
Pass to Powell. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. That one goes in. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, thanks. The Thunder, last season's top seed in the West, but they didn't rest on their laurels. They traded for a lockdown defender in Alex Caruso and signed hard-charging big man Isaiah Hartenstein. With their improvements, this is a team set to continue its upward trajectory. They have tons of draft capital moving forward and a ton of upside.
Big moves indeed. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report.
Look at Zubac shaking up the defense with a pump fake. That's a savvy move.
And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Thunder trailing by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D.A., the versatility. That is pretty special. Leonard battling for two.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Jones against Williams. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Takes a step back. Harden draws the double. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Harden. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. He scores a 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Harden the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Pass to Zubac. Done outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And great job from Holmgren. I like that he shows confidence attacking inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard on the wing, defended by Caruso. Harden has a wide open look. Good on the triple. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden. Williams, that's good.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll return shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
3 tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. You've got Kawhi Leonard. Kevin Porter's out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Thunder shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Great movement in the pick and roll. Gilgeous-Alexander so decisive in that kind of set.
Pass to Jones. Porter looking it over. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Inside. And Jones slams it in.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Friendly, you talked about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much. Their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And that one falls for Jones. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the inside, Jones, and then Jones with the jam.
Court vision on display from Leonard, sharing the ball, big part of his game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Here's Leonard. Leonard shrugs off the contact and hits.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dunn covering. Right, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Jalen Williams comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren in the high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Powell kicks to Harden. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's Leonard from 3. 8 for 15 with that made basket. But he's not satisfied yet.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Good on the second free throw. Clippers leading by 3. Harden kicks to Leonard. Here's the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harden against Williams. Pass to Holmgren. The Thunder with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard, the pass to Harden. Oh, they get it back. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Nailed from three-point land. Dunn's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Harden the pass to Leonard. Knocked loose.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
Looking unlikely right here. That time ticking away.
Staying cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
Here's Leonard. Kawhi, confident inside.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Zubac. Done with it. Williams picks him up to the paint. And Leonard gets it to go.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game. Now
looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Big moment for the big guy there. As Chet, you could tell he wanted to make something happen.
First personal foul, 13 foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City.
A free throw off from Holmgren. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag. Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
For the Clippers, James Harden. Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good. And both at the line. That's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
So Los Angeles takes the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Here with James Harden. James, this team adds on to its win streak. How important are nights like this as you move forward?
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And now our player of the game, James Harden.